vantage point, which is so beautiful right now, who would have thought we had drizzle this morning in certain parts?
Enough to add up to a few hundredths of an inch of moisture. It's hard to call it rainfall because it was just kind of hanging in the air. And if you're driving around, the odds are that you were driving into the rain as opposed to it falling onto you. But still, it was a little bit damp out there for a little while this morning for parts of the Bay Area. That's about it for the moisture for a little while, because now we're going to get back into a warmer pattern with more sunshine. Here's the satellite perspective, and we're seeing the cloud cover that was over the Bay Area sliding farther to the south. There's more out over the Pacific that's going to be surging back towards the coast as we head through the rest of this evening. So that clearing trend, kind of temporary. Let's take a look at the big monitor here and check out what conditions look like as we look outside from Sutro Tower, looking off to the east and southeast. Temperature still in the upper 50s in San Francisco. Everybody else is holding on to the low to mid 60s, anywhere from 60 exactly in Oakland to 65 in Concord and 64 degrees in Santa Rosa. Those numbers will drop off as we head through the rest of tonight, and we are going to see that fog and low cloud cover redeveloping. Here's Futurecast's depiction of the fog as we head through the overnight, and you see a good push across the bay and into the inland valleys by early Friday morning. Might slow you down a little bit for the Friday morning commute, but it's not going to last all that long, especially inland. It should back up to the coast by about 11 o'clock or so in the morning, and we should see a little bit of sunshine peeking through even for coastal parts of the Bay Area once again by tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures are going to warm up from that normal start. We'll be in the upper 40s and low 50s to start the day, and then a mix of 60s and 70s, upper 60s and low to mid 70s for the North Bay, just 58 degrees for Bodega Bay. You're going to be the cool spot across the region. The warm spots will be 78 degrees at Fairfield and Antioch, so back to a more typical 20-degree difference between the coast and far inland. Temperatures for the most part around the bay, 60s and low 70s, with mostly low 70s in the Santa Clara Valley as well. Temperatures might back down by a couple of degrees by Saturday and into Easter weekend. We'll see a little bump for Easter Sunday itself, but all in all, the weekend is looking really nice. Let's take a look at the dog walking forecast, and as we do every Thursday, we are featuring an adoptable dog from the East County Animal Shelter. This is Thelma, and her very soulful eyes. Just gaze into her eyes and feel calm. Temperatures in Dublin reaching up to around 70 degrees during the afternoon. I'm going to put a link up on social media, all forms of social media, as soon as the weathercast is over, if you are interested in adopting sweet Thelma. We're going to have winds that are going to be noticeable the next couple of days, but again, they should be one category lower in general as we head through the day tomorrow. Not an overly breezy day. Some of the strongest gusts maybe topping 20 miles an hour. Those are going to be pretty few and far between on Friday, but those spots will be more numerous on Saturday. It's going to be a breezier day, and that corresponds with a slight drop in temperatures, but really just getting back closer to what's normal for this time of year. And the pollen count is going to remain pretty high as we head through Easter weekend into early next week. The highest category tomorrow, slight drop Saturday, and that back into that highest category by Sunday and Monday. But there are signs way down the line beyond the scope of the 7-day forecast. The 6 to 10-day outlook and the 8 to 14-day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center both show a weak signal towards wetter than normal conditions for the Bay Area. But in late April, wetter than normal means basically any kind of moisture whatsoever. We'll keep an eye on that for you as we head through the end of the month. In the 7-day forecast, though, no rain chances, just some minor ups and downs to our temperatures along the coast, down a little bit farther by Wednesday and Thursday of next week as your highs return to the mid-50s. Temperatures bayside, same up and down pattern, just the ups are a little higher, the lows drop off a little bit more. Low 70s for the warmest day on Monday, and that'll be the warmest day inland as well. Temperatures peaking around 80 degrees, but then it's down the other side of the temperature roller coaster with highs, even inland next Wednesday and Thursday, back down into the upper 60s as we head into the last weekend in April.
This is the last? No, it's hard to
Next
believe.
weekend is the last weekend in April.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And then this weekend's Easter.
Yes.
Okay.
Still.
Still.
That's correct.
Thank you. All right.